Hello and welcome back to another episode of Vanilla Survivor Minecraft from the nameless Minecraft server. Uh, I actually wanted to have a puzzle map video today, and looking back to yesterday, I should have split up Return to Thailand into two episodes, but I thought it was a bit shorter than it ended up being. And now I've got nothing. I tried a few things. I've tried two different maps actually, and both of them didn't really convince me. And I don't know. The thing is, it's not only. I feel like it's tough for me to sound even remotely interested if I really don't think the map is all that great. And yeah, and some of the recent puzzle maps on MinecraftMaps.com and even in the forums that are labeled as puzzle maps aren't really all that aren't really puzzle maps, or they just aren't really very good. So yeah, there's kind of a drought. That was what I was afraid of when I decided, or when I started shutting down the daily life in the woods thing, that I would have problems recording things. And one day in, and yep, there's nothing. There's nothing. Actually, I have probably like three episodes, quote unquote episodes done, but the maps are kind of suck, or I sucked at playing the map at least, because they weren't what I was expecting, and that showed in my play and in my commentary and stuff, and I don't feel comfortable putting those up. And then there were some other maps which looked kind of cool, but it's not like there's not a lot happening, and I didn't really. It's I don't know. It's like a weird thing where it's not nothing enough for me to just talk about anything, but it's not enough, something for me to just talk about the map itself either. And then there was some other stuff, some other maps that looked like they could be cool, and I haven't really tried them yet because they require more than one person. And I'm alone right now, basically. I mean, yeah, no, I don't have like tons of people just on standby, unfortunately. So instead, you're getting an update today. You're getting an update on the Witchfarm situation. We've almost completed digging out this next 100 by 100 chunk. I don't know when you got the last. What was the last update? Was the last update the Ender Dragon episode? I think the Ender Dragon episode. Oh no, oh no, the Easter episode. I think I showed a bit of that, of the horde there, because I was over here and then I walked across to get to the Easter eggs. Um, So yeah, we are almost done with this chunk here. I wish I could dig a little bit here, but I'm out of durability. And Kaleo claims that the pigman farm works, but it doesn't work for me. I can't aggro the pigmen unless I'm doing something wrong. They don't get angry at me at all. I don't know. I don't know why. And the other farms, the Enderman farm is not fixed yet. We need to we had them spawning on pressure plates, which they don't do anymore. Um, so there really isn't a lot I can do in terms of quick XP to fix up my pick here, and I don't want it to break. I mean, what I can do is like stuff like this. We went up to 222, and with this patch over here we go up to 234, but it's not making a big difference really. We also replaced the water here because there's a change with water streams and hoppers. Sometimes the items just don't go into the hoppers or something. I don't know like the specific problem, but it was a problem with our thing here, and we lost some stuff, mainly cobblestone, I assume, but still. Sometimes we do throw some better stuff in there, like iron and stuff from the chest when that got full. So yeah. But yeah, that's really all I've been doing recently is digging here, and I haven't really been doing a lot of that either. Most of that has been Galileo. I don't really know. This is not even a good episode either. I'm disappointed. I really thought 1.9 would, you know. How am I missing? I'm still not used to how far arrows fly now. they definitely go further than they did, or farther. I'm not sure which one is which. So yeah, I really thought there would be more puzzle maps coming out once 1.9, leaves the... That was a terrible throw. Leaves the snapshot stage, but that wasn't really the case, unfortunately. Not a lot of maps. And I know it's probably, a lot of people are busy with school, stuff like that around this time of year, so it's kind of bad timing. It's a bit late for some of the map making people. The 1.9 release, so they don't have a lot of time to make maps and stuff, and I understand. And it's fine, it's just kind of frustrating. So I kind of feel like I have to come up with something else to do for daily content. I don't know, and maybe I should just, I don't know. That was bad. I wanted to get the XP into my pick, and I didn't. Maybe I should pick up another game. I don't know. I really don't. What I still do have is I have a bunch of Terra Restore episodes. They come out every other day, exactly as planned, which is nice. I feel like we had a kind of a slow start in a lot of ways to that map. So maybe if you watched the first episodes and you thought, yeah, maybe stick with it. I think we are getting better, both at playing and playing together again. We haven't really done that in a while, Kileo and I. So I think the episodes actually are getting better. Yeah, other than that, I don't know. There's bingo every week. Actually, had a pretty good week. If you haven't checked it out yet, well, the point seed isn't online yet, but that went okay as well. Kind of messed that up though. My own photo, like, made mistakes. Happens. And yeah. Other than that, there isn't really a lot to play. There were some really cool things that I've seen. There was a Limbo. Is it Limbo? Yeah, the black and white side-scrolling. I don't know. Is it jump and run? No, it's not jump and run. It's like a, I don't know. It's like a jump story-based kind of game, and there's a map like that. But that didn't really. I didn't really know how to really make a good video of that, so I just played it a little bit and then discarded that idea. There's also been some cool editor-based maps. They've been out for a while though. I think one's called Editor 4. It's a really cool map, but I'm just too bad. I'm horrible at flying the wings, so I can't really do like a playthrough of that map because it would take me forever. Or I would just have to cut around a lot, and then it would still take me forever to record all the different. Like it's like a CTM map. You have to complete different courses of the wings, and it's really tough. And I suck at it, so I didn't record that either. Or well, I did record for a bit, but I gave up. Then there's a Golf map by Mr. Garetto, which is a name that I recognize, but I was too lazy to look up why I recognize the name. But yeah. That looked really solid, mechanical. Mechanically speaking, like the actual golf mechanic with the clubs and the driver and the ball and stuff like that. It looked really cool, but that's also kind of boring to record alone. You can just play through alone. Of course, it's just a golf course, but playing golf alone is kind of weird. So I didn't record that either, and now I'm out of time and I don't know what to do. And I'm wasting time here because I can't even really do anything here because I'm not prepared for digging at the moment. 271. I don't know how much that will really get me. It's not that... I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe I should start looking around for other games to play again, but I kind of want to have Minecraft stuff because that's kind of what this channel mostly is, and it would feel really weird to not do that anymore. Even though I know that a lot of the channels that started out as Minecraft channels have transitioned into being general gaming channels, and that's fine. And I've played some other games too, so it's not like there's no precedence for that. But uh, yeah, I don't know. I really don't. So yeah, if you have any ideas for content, any maps I might have missed, even though I probably didn't. There were some, there's some other maps too that I thought were interesting. One was called Rotator, and the other one that was the same. It was not the same, but it was a very similar name, and both had like a basic, like they weren't. It wasn't the same mechanic, but similar in a way. And those weren't bad, but they were really like hard to play and to record and talk about. Kind of like Nick Entropy, which I ended up recording anyway. But I don't know. I didn't really feel like, I don't know. They weren't bad maps at all. It just didn't really work out for me, I guess. And now I don't feel like I can redo it because I already played and I probably remember most of the levers still. Or maybe I don't. Who knows? I might have forgotten all about them anyway, and it would be like a blind playthrough. So yeah, I don't know. Like it's tough right now, and I don't know if it's me or if it's the maps, but it feels like there isn't a lot out there that really both appeals to me and works well in the YouTube like context. Because the way, I mean, I could obviously edit around a lot and just change the style of my content like that. But so far, and kind of what I like to do and what I would like to watch too is like it's just an honest. That like makes it sound like people who edit are dishonest. No, it's just like it's my real experience with the map or the game is what you're seeing here. There's not, you know what I mean. Like I'm not cutting out the boring parts or the failures. There's not like an hour of me failing at a puzzle that you don't get to see. Like if I fail at a puzzle, you get to see it, and that makes it so that sometimes I even have to scrap, I can't record maps anymore because it hasn't happened a lot, but it happened like once or twice, I think, that I failed so hard that I had to kind of discard the footage and not record the map. Because usually I'm pretty good at solving puzzles and at playing these maps and stuff. It's just, I don't know. I feel like the way the map makers think, for the most part, like I understand where they're coming from, so that makes it easier for me to solve the puzzles and stuff like that. Because I feel like I'm kind of thinking the same way as a lot of them, and that makes it, I don't know, interesting. And I guess that's also why I feel like sometimes it feels like, I mean, that it changed now with Life in the Woods, but before that it felt like 15% of my viewership was map makers, who just, I played the maps and then they kind of stuck around. Because I feel like that both that style of play where you really get to see everything, so it's kind of like a test run for the map makers, and also the way I approach things kind of appeals to the people who make the games, the people who program, which is not bad, I guess. It actually even happened for Human Resource Machine. I played through that early this year, like in January. I don't know how long it took me. How many episodes was that? 20 something? I think something like that. And actually, after I completed it, I actually got a tweet from one of the people who make the game or made the game, or at least one of the three people who work at that company. I assume he's heavily involved in the the game's development as well. And he said he watched my playthrough, and that was really nice to hear that he enjoyed it. And it again it proved that kind of thing, that people who make the stuff like the way I play their stuff, because I'm just it's like you're really watching me play it. It's not just the highlights and cutting out the embarrassing parts. You get to see my entire experience with stuff like that for the most part. Like there's always some stuff that you don't get to see. You don't get to see me, I don't know, riding all the way back in the boat in Life in the Woods, for example, because that would be like that's just really boring. But if I could make it interesting, I would make you watch it too. So you know, I don't know. So I guess it's a kind of a rambly update again. We didn't really do a lot. I wanted to. We probably could have finished that chunk. Not that big chunk. I don't think. Unless maybe we have some TNT. I don't know. Do we have some TNT? There is half a stack. That's not a lot. There is a bit of sand too. Okay. Sure, why not? We'll blow some stuff up. Right, why not? And there we go. There we go. There we go. It's kind of easier, I think, to do it like that sometimes. I don't know. It's just easier when you don't lose the shape. You can just drag the items over it, kind of whatever, however you want. That's not actually right, but whatever. Just do it like this, and oh, there's more. There we go. That should be perfect. I didn't miscount. That's great. And do I have enough pickaxe left? that's gonna be the big question. Do I have enough pickaxe left to dig the holes, to drill the holes into the thing? Another horrible throw. What's wrong with me today? That sucks. That really sucks. Because I can't get up now. I've been really good with my ender pearl throws recently. Like very recently. I've been very bad right after the update. Because that also is different. But I felt like I was a lot better. Now I'm really bad again. Can I even... Is that possible? No, we'll shoot for this one. This little gap right there. Let's shoot for this one. No! So bad. so bad. See, that would be edited out if I were to edit a lot. I overshot it, right? So let's go down a bit. Yes, okay. I now need to worry about my pick for real, though. That's bad. That was really awful. Everything's different. Throwing things, shooting things, everything feels off. But what I've also experienced is that now it's like back in 1.8 I could just I was really good with the bow. You know, like especially around here, like I had the distances down and stuff like that. I knew exactly how high I needed to aim, but now I don't. It takes me a while. After a few shots it gets better, but do we even do... How many do we do here? I don't know. Let's do one right here, I guess. It's 87, that should be fine. It's less than 100 all the way down, so... Always pick up the iron, even though we don't need it, we have an iron farm. But smelting it gives XP, so... It's like 3 pick repairs now. Yeah, so this is the process. It's a very, very complicated process, the blowing up of the stone chunks. It's really... I'm not sure how wasteful we are with the TNT, to be honest. We might be pretty wasteful still. This is also the reason why I don't have a shield, because it's much easier to block stack up like this without a shield than this with a shield. And there'll be some TNT flying out here, and then there'll be some TNT flying out right here. But I don't care about that, to be honest with you. Okay. Yeah, whatever. We'll leave it filled up like that. And now we would... Usually we went 7 blocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it would be over the edge here. Do we save the TNT? No, whatever. We'll waste it. So we'll go... Is that... yeah, it's proper edge here. 1, 2, 3. We go 3 in, and then we'll have just 4 in between. That should take out a lot of the stone in between. Yeah, we didn't take a lot of durability damage there because of unbreaking. It's nice. Is this more solid on this side? It feels like it is. Wait, that was me just now, right? Some iron over there, but that just should be fine. And there's a TNT right there, perfect. So yeah, this is how we do this. This is our technique. It's probably a bit wasteful. I don't know. Like TNT is so hard to use in an optimal way because you'd have to have like, I mean, you'd have to have like space in between the TNT blocks when like stacking them like this. But what do you put in between? And that makes the stack jumping up so much more difficult and stuff. So it's just, I don't think it's worth it. That was almost perfectly fine. I don't like using the flame arrows for this stuff because they like they light the first one and then the block changes state and then the arrow falls out of the block into the next block and then it triggers them kind of in a way that it isn't good, I think, for the efficiency. Not that that is crazy efficient either, but as I said, I don't really care. How well did it work? That was pretty nice. That got rid of a lot of stone. Yeah, that was a solid explosion. It's a slight base of TNT, but we have, you know, the Witchfarm is producing gunpowder. We have the normal mob farm is still working pretty well. So yeah, we should have gunpowder is not the problem. Sand actually is, but there's still some desert left over there. So yeah, I guess this is it for this episode. It's not it's not a great one, but it's all I could come up with today. I hope tomorrow's gonna be better. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little update and very rambly episode of Vanilla Minecraft on the Nameless Minecraft server. And I will see you hopefully with a new map. Hopefully with a map that provides me with more than one episode to tomorrow. And until then, I hope you're having a good time. And bye bye.